Henry?
Oh, it sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. I accept your apology.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in a mill for some Miller Crazel. I thought I'd have a nice little job hauling the odd sack of flour, but there were lots of interesting things happening there.
I've heard about Crazel too. An odd chap by all accounts.
Odd is putting it mildly. What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Ha fucking ha. Hunting.
Where did you get the gear for that? We arrived in Trosky like a pair of beggars.
By using the old noggin, pal. I pulled a strong thread out of those rags I had on, made a snare for game, and before you could say jackrabbit, I was hawking half a dozen hares around the local cottages.
Weren't you worried about the local gamekeeper?
That nitwit! I found out he was fond of the booze, so I snooped around his lodge, and when sleeping it off, I went hunting. Once, I even went into his shed and, borrowed a bow and a quiver full of arrows.
Thieving, too, to top it all. Christ!
Oh, give over. Once things are sorted out, I'll give it all back. Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God!
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable! We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa!
It's about time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? But you can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it!
I'm a nobleman! Do you hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fella will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him, or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Burgov.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? You'll get another job, and when there's no more work for you, you can bugger off wherever you like.
That's all?
Aye? What do you expect? The axe? Lord von Burgov is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
How's it going?
My wife and I are pickling cabbage. Loads of it.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with Miller Crazel again. Haven't you?
And what if I have? He may be a bit odd, but anything he says is true. The other day, he told me
Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough free girls.
And why wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same.
Clear off.
Aye, that's bad.
But there's always something around.
Excuse me.
What was Lord Zemmy's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food. Food and drink. Lots of guests.
Careful!
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trosky.
Let's hope the girl doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
Master philosopher.
It's clear as a bell. Everything was fine as long as we had a king.
We still got a king, though.
Wenceslas was worse as a king, true.
Good day.
Same to you.
Who cares what I think?
Who knows? But someone might care
What's
why.
wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests.
A lovely U-boat the other day for a great price.
Nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trosky.
Let's hope the girl doesn't hear you.
But for sure, Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels a lot, so he's got to do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
Whatever worries he has, if a fella treats folks like dirt, it ain't no wonder they get us. Do you go and report on them to the chamber?
Who's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink. Nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here.
Let's hope the girl doesn't hear you. She might
Saw him, but I didn't speak with him.
Did he seem off to you?
All them bookworms seem off to me. Although it's true, he was looking a bit... How can I put it?
Absent? I met him a few times when I watched at the tower.
That's that.
He didn't notice you standing there.
No, but then I clearly... in my throat, and he straightens up, looks at me, mumbles something, and turns and goes.
Like I say, them...
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
Well, I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith. A respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what. Go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom. Always bothering me that he don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
Well, the thing is, I've never forged horseshoes.
A blacksmith's son and you never made horseshoes? Well, whatever. You'll manage somehow.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
Well, it depends. Usually 4, but once there was a 3-legged foal born in our village.
All right, all right. You're a fool, but maybe you're a handy one. So go and make one horseshoe for the groom, all right?
But a horse has 4.
Aye, but Kabat's missing just one, and I ain't going to waste more on him.
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate. I've even got some sketches there. They could help you since you've still got things to learn.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads!
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests.
I wish you a pleasant day. What are you doing? No way! You can't just come in here as you like.
Misunderstanding. You made a fool of yourself, all right. What am I supposed to do then? You should go and see the priest. Nobody else can help you. Oh, aye.
property belongs to someone else. So,
The first bell. Another 11 to go. Hans! Are you there?
Henry! Is that you? You've got to get me the fuck out of here. They want to hang me.
I think they're just exaggerating. Don't worry. It'll be all right.
I don't know. But I don't want to be stuck in here anyway.
Well, unfortunately, no one believes you are one.
You've got to find that Captain Thomas.
I know. But they took him during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden Tower. They won't let me in there.
Jesus! Why do I have to have such rotten luck?
Well, we've been damn lucky all the time I've known you.
It's all the same. How did you get in here anyway?
Oh, not exactly. I shouldn't be here.
That's not good. There's a guard just around the corner watching.
Well, I'll have to try and get further.
Just don't get caught.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! Ah! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
Well, I was given the job of hauling sacks of charcoal.
And why are you bothering me with that?
Of course, sir. After all, you're the most senior man here at the castle. After Lord von Berghoff, obviously.
Enough! I've no time for empty flattery.
I'll be going then.
Be off.
You're not permitted to be here. Give up. Well, what'll it be? You won't surrender! Don't think I won't cut you to
Mercy!
pieces!
I surrender!
Felt like doing a bit of robbery, did you? Snooping around on other people's property like that? For now, you'll pay a fine.
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about?
Look, we're both men, aren't we?
Where are you going with this?
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No. What?
They're really good in bed.
That's a good one.
Well, this yarn spinner, she was very afraid her mother would find out we planned on meeting. So she gives me these complicated directions on where to meet her. At high noon, I stood at the shadow of the tallest linden tree, and step by step, I set out. Then all of a sudden, I look around and realise I have no idea where I am. The girl's nowhere to be seen, and people are yelling at me. That girl made a right fool of me.
That's what you get for thinking with your prick.
Aye. I've had enough embarrassment for one life.
All right, then. I'll turn a blind eye just this once.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
Guard?
Must you interrupt me at my prayers? If it's arms you want, go to the kitchen.
Sorry to bother you, but I heard you praying. I need to get to your captain.
You know Thomas? Where from?
I ran into him when I was begging along the road, and he gave me a bit of food. I wanted to thank him.
Thomas helped folk a lot, it's true. But you won't be able to do that now. Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. It don't look good for him. Them bastards cut him up good, the poor fella. And if that wasn't enough, they stole his rosary too. Barbarians.
What exactly is wrong with Thomas?
He was badly wounded in a fight. It looked for a while like he wouldn't live to see the dawn. Only a few days ago he caught a fever and the Sawbones is away with Lord von Burgo.
And the Maiden Tower, which one is that?
You're in Trosky for the first time, eh? It's that narrow, higher one on the eastern side. We call the second one the Crone. There's some legend about it, but to tell the truth, it never much interested me.
I'll be going. I'll pray for Thomas.
Thanks.
That damn wretch.
The second toll for Hans.
Where's that fool of a black... Smith? That damn wretch. Crucifix! Where's that blacksmith?
What's the matter, good wife? Why are you standing here grumbling?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
How can the blacksmith help you?
How do you think? He always takes this bit of wire and opens the chest for me, and then he promises to change the lock for 3 years now.
But the blacksmith is just around the corner.
I know he is, only he tells me to wait, that he's got more important things to do.
Seems to me he's just talking.
I wouldn't be surprised, the lazy wretch. But what can I do? I'm just a loudmouth cook, so I have to wait.
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
I know how to do it, but first I have to get tools for it.
All right, I'll wait here. Another while won't kill me.
And other afflictions of sickness. Let them know that they are not alone.
Jesus Christ be praised. God be with you.